Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Hopefully you hear me. How is everyone this snowy, cold Sunday? Hopefully you are all well. Oh, it's just snow flurries in Virginia. Just wait, it's coming. It's coming because here in my part of Carolina, I think we have about 5 inches, which is like rare. So yeah, about 2:30 this morning, it wasn't doing anything, and I got up around 6, and I was like, "Whoa, okay, I guess we are getting snow." So fun times, everybody, fun times. But I'm prepared. Got the snacks in the house, all that stuff. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness. I do hope that wherever you are, that you are safe, and that if you have to travel, that you will be safe about it. Nova, you probably laugh at the reaction of the snow here. I know I used to when I first moved down here. I'm like, what is it? It's only a few inches of snow, but they're not ready for this. Hey, House of X, how you doing? Thanks for popping in. So many of y'all. Good to see you all. Squatties, non-squatties, soon-to-be squatties. Hey, Easy, how are you? Good to see you. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Ah, what a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I wish I could show you pictures, but I'm not going to try to do any fancy stuff. There is a short on that I uploaded that shows some of the snow when I was out this morning with Penelope, I think. Bella didn't even want to go down the front steps. She was like, yeah, no, you can have whatever this is. So it took a little coaxing, but she went down. Well, if you're anywhere in the vicinity of North Carolina, north of us, it's probably coming that way. But yeah, I want to enjoy it. Hey, Church Nelly, did you get snow there in your part of South Carolina? I know your governor declared a state of emergency, but I wasn't sure if you all had received any snow. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, it's sleeting right now, so it's one thing to have the snow and then you put the sleet ice on top of that, and then it's supposed to go all day, so it's supposed to change back over. So yeah, yeah, a snow shovel that we don't own, but yeah, priceless moment in time. It's all good. I stay in for moments like this. Stay in, stay in, stay in. So, okay. So, I'm just going to jump into some of the craziness that has been going on that I noticed, and I was posting more so for the channel members with regard to the security. Although yesterday was Sussex Saturday, we're going to have a little bit of that today because I saw that the Sussex hallways, streets of YouTube were hot yesterday, as well as Twitter. So, for those that are not aware, the UK media have published reports that just in regards to like Harry not wanting to pay for security when he's in the UK, et cetera, et cetera. Well, being that he's the grandson of a sitting queen, seems kind of odd that he, of all the grandchildren, people in that family, have to worry about their own security. So there have been white supremacists locked up in the last few years because of the threats made against Harry and Meghan, whom Harry married, and calling Harry a race traitor, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, in part of the negotiation, when he said that they were going to step back, he had said, I'll pay for security when I'm in private security, which would be Met Police, when I am in or my family are in the UK. And that was rejected. So Harry's team put out a statement and basically just set the record straight, saying that, although it wasn't really stated back in 2020, this is what was going on. This is when he offered to pay at that time for the security. The only way they can have armed security is to have the Met Police, and yet that seemed to be rejected by a so-called loving grandmother and a SOB of a father and a even bigger SOB of a brother who are heirs to that throne, which they can shove up all their asses as far as I'm concerned. And I know it's Sunday, but you know what? F them. So I guess they, in a sense, wanted them to have a fate like Diana, who it was reported, mind you, controlled by the royal family, that she declined security. Given how you're treating Harry, I'm having a feeling that that's not what really happened. So he has applied for an official review as to why this can't happen when he or his family are in the UK. Now, there's supposed to be some big events happening as far as the Jubilee for the Queen, some big anniversary, but yet you don't want him to have the armed protection that the rest of those mother have. And most are not working royals. Your son, who is tied up in a sex trafficking lawsuit right now, has paid protection, taxpayer paid. Now, Harry didn't even want the taxpayer paid. Now, either way, it will twist the underwear of the UK media. If it was taxpayer paid, they'd be writing about that. If it being that it's not, they're finding ways of writing about it to twist it against him. And they all can just shove the throne right up their asses. That's just how I feel. How? Let's just. He needs the protection. It's known that he needs the protection because they are of a higher risk, being that the supremacists that just coo and ah and want to bow and curtsy to those people feel that Harry's a race traitor. So, yeah. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. hmm So here we go. And yeah, I know that it was a topic that has been on the YouTube Sussex Squad streets, hallways, and all that. So I just wanted to touch on it. And just had a few discussions with some of the channel members on the items that I posted over there, which one was the statement that Harry released, etc. So other than that, I'm going to jump back in the comments and just kind of go from there, and we can chit chat and do all that stuff. And yeah, we'll be thankful, Church Nelly. Be thankful. I'm glad you guys, it's worse down that way. So if you guys got anything. All right. I am 11. It's 11:27, so I'm going to try to catch up as quickly as I can to the comments. Yeah, they are. And hey, Lydia, as a channel member. Hey, Lydia. I did, I was floored, and I actually, House of X, you saying, "Oh my God," to me or the situation. Um, yeah, I couldn't believe what I was reading, because at first I was like, wait a minute, why is he releasing a statement? What's going on? And then I had to dig a little bit and was just like, wow, okay, okay, I see how it is. It's kind of sad and pathetic. Um, the UK media and the family have put Harry, Meghan, and their children in more danger by not the UK media by the smears, and then the family by not stopping the smears because they're trying to protect the heir and his affairs that should come out eventually, allegedly his affairs, and whatever the dad is doing, pay for access type stuff, allegedly. Although somebody recently resigned, and there is, a paper trail to show that, but yeah, neither here nor there, I guess, right? They really don't want them around, and it floors me to actually see that, and to know that this man has said he's going to pay, and you say no. The government says, like, yeah. So there's gonna have to be some heavyweights that answer, and yeah, let's just see how this all pans out. Um, but I hope they don't ever go back. I don't give a damn if she dries. I hope they don't go back. It's just my feeling, my personal feeling on the whole situation, because they're not being shown any respect, and they haven't from the time that it was known they were dating. So F everybody over there. That's just how I feel today. All right. Let me try to catch up. Hi, hi, hi to everybody. Please remember to hit the thumbs up. Yes, still need those thumbs up. So feel free to share it out also. I'll try to behave myself from this point. But don't make any promises, you know what I mean? Sherry, you're not late, but yeah, there's a lot going on, and I can't believe it, actually. Hello there, how are you? They pulled the wool over eyes for many years, but now it's just like, yeah, whatever. Ah, if Annie and Nelly are here, they'll pass the juice around. Yeah. No, I'm just sick of it. I'm really sick of it, and it's scary, and um because then that family and that media will sit back and make money off their tears and, oh, we probably should have done more, and, oh, the media will act all innocent. Well, we welcomed her with open arms. We don't know where all this hate is coming from. It's just bullshit. They do want him to return without his wife and children. I mean, for those that are not in the know, after Archie was born, it was a couple of months later that it was reported out that Megan's name was removed from her son's birth certificate. And all that was placed in the place of the mother just said Duchess of Sussex. That could be anybody that holds the title at the time. Mind you, Megan's the only one with that title. But were you trying to erase her? That way, if he happened to marry again, that's who you're going to try to say is the mother? Yeah, whatever. The moment they did that, I was like, shifty. I can't say the word that I want to say. And it's Sunday. I don't want to offend too many of you. Well, what gets me is that in reading through everything yesterday and then to find out, even in the statement, there was a security breach when he was there in July for the unveiling of Diana's statue. Oh, is that why y'all were so pressed for him to come over there? You didn't provide him with the appropriate armed security, and then there was a breach. So imagine if whomever that was successful, we would be having different conversations today. I hope whatever this memoir is, that he just names names. F the relationships. Just abolish that monarchy. It's craziness. Absolute craziness. Now they'll all scurry like cockroaches when the goddamn lights come on. Oh, wait. Oh, is that what he meant? Oh, we'll give him security. Yes, when he's in the UK, he'll, in addition to his private, he'll also have, yeah, whatever. No, but it just speaks volumes. There is something to be said. But if you don't allow his private security to come into the country armed, then you need to be providing something. Something. Keep him very safe. Not a hair moved on his head. Okay? You can protect that snaggletooth balding SOB. You can protect his brother. All right. Now I know I'm getting lost. I hate to even answer that question, but they will. But we all know that scenario, and we don't want that scenario to ever happen. Actually, if all their dirt would just come out, I mean, imagine if the media knows all your secrets and they're holding you basically hostage. Are you really a free leader to do whatever? Yeah, whatever. Mm, craziness. Yeah, like he's gonna have whomever it is. They're gonna be checked out again, and whoever was his security when he was there, really, like, what happened to him? You just reassign them, they can't come back. I mean, I don't know, it's just the most bizarre thing to know that. I mean, everything in the Oprah interview, people wanted to say, oh, it's a lie, it's a lie. Really? Doesn't appear to be. Everything they stated was true. You left them in Canada, pulled their security, let people know where they were located, but yet you claim, oh, that you're loving and kind, and yeah, whatever. I just. Mm, 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 mm. You gotta wonder why. I mean, I'm glad. Cool. We'll stay out of the UK. Karma's getting ready to sweep all of them. Is getting ready to brush them all up, put on a nice suit that's been tailor made just for them. That's what's gonna happen over in the UK. So I'm taking it that if there was any hope of him going for the Jubilee, which I think the Jubilee should be canceled given there's a certain virus that is running rampant around the globe, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, I'm sure he probably doesn't trust. Exactly. Uh, and that's what it may come down to, but um, yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. Now there's a lot of eyes and global eyes on the situation, so yeah, they're just. I'm just wondering why. I guess to me, I think it's the Jubilee would be the only reason to pull them over there, because whatchamacallit, Invictus Games is not in the UK, so I'm not understanding. I mean, mind you, he said in the statement he would love for his wife and children, especially, to know where he grew up and the country that he was raised in, but I don't think that's going to happen. So he does. And I don't know why they don't expect that. Like, he's not silenced and controlled by the palaces, so he can come out and correct. Can you imagine if they were still under that control, the kind of stories that would be out? Please. I almost spit my tea out. Oh my goodness gracious, yeah. I'm just glad to know where they're at. They're safe. Um, but it's just crazy. I can't even imagine. And the one is so close to kicking the bucket that you would think that she would, if she's even in control, put it that way. I'm just throwing that out there. If she's even in control, that she would be more concerned with doing the right thing. I mean, that would be good for PR too. You know, you make sure that your grandson and his family are protected. But hey, you know, who am I? All right, I'm not that far behind in the comments. Hi, 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 everybody. How are you? Hope you are well. And then in one aspect, he's able to put it out on Front Street in a sense to say, hey, look at this. It's not us. Look at what is going on, you know. Um, really interesting. Anna, you are too funny. No, I know some ears are sensitive, so, you know, and it's Sunday and all that, but I'm just going to take another sip of my tea. And I think he's known all along. Maybe he thought they would change once he was married, and it just, you know, they just turned up the heat. Well, he's like, oh, you really want that? I'll get the flamethrower. If you really, really want some heat, I'll get the flamethrower out. So hmm they're going to find out. Well, he did allow it. Um, I think he was one of the four at the powwow in Sandringham. What is it, Sandringham? If I can even pronounce it. So when they had that little discussion when Harry offered Harry and Meghan were offering the half in, half out, and they were like, no. Which now we all can say, thank God they did say no. So, yeah. Lord of mercy. They need to pluck each remaining strand one by one. Yeah, they do, but I don't know. All this in order to deflect from all this news that's going on around Andrew. So you're going to do all this to protect that golden child that is a pervert. Okay, be our guest. Happy Sunday to you. Mm-hmm. Exactly. But yet they didn't indicate that. And then Angela Levin with her crazy self, she it'll take me a while to even try to get to it. She had tweeted out, I guess she thought she was being a smarty, and I'm going to try and save it. So that way you can see just how they manipulate and turn things around. Let me bring it into StreamYard. Think I could get to it. Let me close this. So come down here. Okay. What do I do with my pen? Okay. This is, so if you look at the bottom tweet, and it was saying he's applying for judicial review of the Home Office decision to not allow him to personally pay for police protection when he's in the UK, when he and his family. And a so-called royal expert, Angela Levin, being the bravado that she thinks she is, tweets out, surely Harry can't expect the UK to pay. See, this is the bullshit. They keep stirring the pot and they'll throw stuff out. Like he's a multimillionaire. He can pay for his. Where did it say in there that he wanted the taxpayers to pay? It doesn't. I wish he could sue all of them to the point in the brink of bankruptcy that all those UK tabloids just go away. Go away. Because they're worthless. These so-called experts, they're worthless. They're worthless. So, anyway, that was. All right, let me see what time is it. I'm probably falling behind. Hi, Annie. You got the drinks? Because we need them. Or at least I probably do. Oh, gosh. Well, I hope they keep falling into the traps that they keep setting and whatever the mess that they're doing. Yeah, I hope it just keeps coming right back at them. Boomerang. Boom. Yeah, exactly, Dara. Exactly. Big time. Yeah, it's basically right out there in the open. I mean, it was just so funny. It was like, what? Oh my God. Yeah, very much so. No, it's quite obvious. I mean, they selected Diana just from the standpoint of, she was untouched in a sense by any other male, and that's the virtue they wanted for the heir to marry, and that's all it was about. It had nothing to do with love. It had nothing to do with that her family um, actually probably had a long history in the country and, aristocratic and all that. Nothing to do with all that. That was the only virtue they cared about, and they used her for that. But, sadly, and she was young and didn't see it that way. Mm, so people believe. But I think there's somebody else pulling strings. And has she been seen in the last few weeks? Like out, walking, moving, doing anything? Has she been seen? Just saying. Just saying. Hello there. How are you? You would wonder. I just, the mindset to say, we know you want to pay for it yourself, but no. And then there was all those stories of them being broke and all this other stuff. Remember when those stories were out? This was around that same time. So yes, the leaks that were coming from a certain palace, the smears, yeah, it's all roads lead back to KP. My opinion. Okay. So, C-Mac, they better be careful of what they hope for because it just may be that it happens, but it's not to the one they really expected it to. They really have to watch the energy and the, karma ain't no joke. Just saying. This is gonna get them. Mm, knowing he knows behind the scenes and all the crap that goes on, he may. That's up to him. I don't, I'm not into that relationship, so to speak. And actually, I don't know, it didn't sound like it in the Oprah interview that he really had anything to do with the bro, so to speak. So who knows if that's even changed. Yeah. It's just kind of interesting, isn't it? They moved quick. She moved very quickly when it came to, well, you're not going to be a working royal. What That's such an oxymoron to me. But so since you are stepping back, then here you go. Hey, cookies and cream, how are you? How you doing, manager? Uh, but yet they seem to believe the mirror on the wall, because I believe they all mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest and loving and kind, most ritziest family of them all? And then the mirror goes, well, of course, British royal family is. And we know the mirror, you know, does lie a little bit. So, hmm exactly. I mean, heck, remember when he wanted to see her and she basically rescheduled on him or said that the calendar was full? That's your grandson. Hmm. Oof. It's just to have a business relationship with someone that is supposed to be your grandmother, it's just odd to me. Very odd. But maybe they're all like that, If you have to curtsy and bow in private, yeah, that's just it's a bit much. Come on now. She does not walk on water. If she walked on water, maybe we could give her a little bit more, but mm-mm. Mm-mm. All right, let me. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody. Hello, hello, hello to those in the clouds. Hello. How are you? Hope you're well this Sunday. Exactly. But for them, in order for them to go into the country, you have to be protected. And if that can't even be done, then what's the point? And that's pretty sad. I mean, it's pretty sad. Well, I mean, you know, you have a grandson that could sell milk in another country and nobody thought anything of it. You have um, a cousin's wife that sells what is it, romance novels. You have the ex-wife of your favorite son that sells books. I mean, and they all have protection. Go figure. Hmm. So yeah, that truly, yeah. Sometimes you go through the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Like, okay, the driver got switched at the last moment. Anyone with is it a non-trusting mind? You would kind of be like, wait a minute, why are you changing my driver that I usually have at the last second? But yeah, and he should have, because he would know what his son and yeah, would not have been without the proper protection around them. So I mean, in a way, we're all happy that they're making it difficult, but then again, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting when he was going to pay himself and to still refuse it. That is such a woo, slap in the face. Oh, because you can't take credit for initiatives that he comes up with or slap your name on it and then, show up and wave and, shake a few hands and ask some dumb questions and, smile and think that, all is good in the hood, so to speak. So, yeah, whatever. I hope so, but time will tell. I would think um, so many of them are tied back to, like, the money trail, who rubs elbows with whom. So, I'm sure Rothmore, whatever his last name is, has that's over the Mail on Sunday and Daily Fail. That one there. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Well, hopefully that gets her booted as well as her boss. How about that? So, what is she going to say? Something about an immigrant? He's not an immigrant. He's born and raised. See, I almost said something really bad, but yeah, sadly. But again, cookies and cream, as I said, what they hope and wish for. Like you always hear, it's this dynamic of you see these people, oh, they're gonna divorce Harry, they're gonna divorce. And I'm always like, be careful of what you're saying, because that's gonna come back and lo and behold, someone else in that family then announces a divorce. I'm like, see, keep playing with people. And that energy is coming back, but stop. Just stop. I mean, this is the craziest thing. This is the thing. When they went to New York and the UN, they had better security than they would if they stepped foot in the UK. Make it make sense. Okay. Much. That's my drop the mic moment right there. Yeah, so Invictus is supposed to be in April, I believe. Is it April? So, we'll have to see. I have no idea when that Jubilee is, don't even care. Hopefully they're not there and yeah, whatever. I hope it gets canceled. Let her do a virtual Jubilee. Annie. Mm-mm-mm. All right, all right, all right. How are you? Hi, Allie. The woman, yeah, it is the gray suits who are in parliament, so that's the government. So who runs who? I'm just saying. Oh, okay. Who runs who? Hey, Face Reality, how are you? Hello, hello, hello to everybody who has joined in the, let me see how far behind, almost 15 minutes because I'm so lost in the comments and yapping it up that I haven't looped back around. So I need to hustle through these comments. Well, she had enough facilities or faculties to um, lock down her husband's will, didn't she? hmm hmm So we couldn't see who he left money to that the man didn't have a job. So how did he acquire so much? Just asking questions. She's a snake. She's one that Levin is one that sits and pines away like she knows Harry so well. He was basically forced to do sit down with her and interview with her. So it's not like he called her up, hey, why don't you come by? I'll sit and you can write a book about me. No, it wasn't anything like that. So please. Not too mean to me. I'm just saying. Yeah. Hey, Black Queen. I don't know if I really wonder if it's going to take off here in the States or with publications or the news cycle. So, yeah, don't know. Well, just remember how when in the UK and silence, because no one, people are telling you one thing and then they're doing another thing. That's how Meghan was taken to the brink. I mean, Harry suffered for a long time, and yeah. Hello, Mrs. Gigi. How are you? Oh, oh God. Yeah, she's just crazy. We know that. It's sad. It's just, but it's funny in one aspect that right there in the open, um, you didn't even read what it said. You just jumped and tweeted out a lie instead of reading what did this actually say. You saw it said Harry had applied, you know, paying for security, and you didn't read beyond to see what exactly was actually being said. So yeah, it is something, isn't it? And she's supposed to be head of the church. Well, I'm just saying, like, what kind of religion are they cultivating over there? Yep. And Harry came right back and took a swipe at him, and that publication really needs to chill out because they have a lawsuit coming up with him, don't they? So I'm just saying, like, it's it's a coming. He really needs to cut it out. With the media needs to cut it out. Yeah, everything they spoke is actually very, very true. So I just am concerned with what did you say, Marie? They can't read. Yeah. Oof. Well, it's an obvious tactic that they do because Camilla Tominey, who, when Megan mentioned about Archie being excited with when someone reads a book to him, and she flipped it around like, oh, she's saying he reads. He can't possibly. He's this age. And it's like, she never said that. But yet, when she goes on the morning shows, did they call her out? Did they try to get her to correct? And she'll stay with it. I guess that paycheck she gets from that invisible contract must be real good. Must be real good. Feeding them well and keeping them, in the lifestyle that they've become accustomed to as royal quote reporters. So, hello. Yeah, she is. And that tweet, if anybody had any doubt about it, which if they've been paying attention, they would know. Nutty Doctor. I wonder if she even knows what that word means outside of Andrew. So, or her children, I should say. uh, I mean, they do all this in the hopes of tarnishing the reputation of Harry and or Meghan, and it does just the opposite. And it makes them look like idiots. Idiots. So, yeah, they should. Maybe they will one day. Um, I know there are bigger fish to fry, and there's probably a lot going on. And I'm thankful they have a team around them that truly is upholding to being loyal to them. So, even when I heard that he was asking to pay himself and they turned it down, it was like, why would you turn it down? First of all, that's money coming in. Mind you, no other diplomat really has to worry about that, but okay. I guess you don't consider him a diplomat. I mean, basically, R. Smith, that's really what it is. It's like, I think the leaks come from the same place they've come from all along, the same palace. And then the other big one, that there's what, $100 million refurbishment happened, like renovations and all that. Yeah, nobody's upset over that. But, hey, oh my gosh, they had to pay, millions to bring a house up to code and all that stuff. And oh, people lose their minds, whatever. It's crazy. Carolyn, you're right. You would think that they would just take a step back. Why don't they even say, you know what? We're just not going to try to deflect from Andrew because it rebounds right back at us. It's a boomerang. Comes back, smacks them right in the face, and then, you know, the palaces and the family look like idiots. Hmm. Hmm. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? I mean, at least come out on your balcony and wave. He may be getting very close to that point. I don't know. Hey, Hilda, how are you? He may be getting very close to that point of just, yeah, and she usually is always around and about, so to speak. So, I mean, there's no holding up in the castle, but maybe for her. Mm. Ooh, child, if the walls could talk, huh? Maybe that's why the place caught on fire that time. And then the people were like, yeah, we're not going to pay for replacing this stuff. So, I mean, it has been the talk of the town, but Andrew's time is coming in court. So when that does, then we can report on that. But yeah, even if he tries to settle when he's had years to really get it together. Exactly. Social media has changed the game on them. They were used to just printing something in the paper and, you know, it is what it is. But no, 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 no. People are correcting that real quick. And yes, Harry he's not even playing around with them either. Let's correct this right now. But you think about it. He is, an employee of a company, if you think about it. So why would you want smears out there? And I'm sure he gave them the skinny on all the stuff that goes on, but still, you don't want those type of question marks over the head. You know, Chief Impact Officer. The UK media and the royal family need to think about that. His title is Chief Impact Officer. You might need to decide what impact you want coming back at you. Yeah, basically. And who's really playing chess? Oh, okay. Keep messing with Harry. Just keep don't. That's the one they don't want to mess with. He's proved it once, and he doesn't hold his tongue for the most part. He hasn't really done a major. I mean, when he was on what was that, The Late Show, and then with the Oprah interview, and I believe Oprah still has over 2 hours of coverage that she could release in a part two. Because she said, like the day after it aired here in the US, that she has even more. Hello. Like, when is that penny going to drop? What are we waiting on? Well, then they need to get the laws changed because as it stands, um, and I hope he doesn't renounce any citizenship. No, you say your tail in the line of succession, as will your children. I mean, eventually they'll be 20th in line because, the ones above them will have kids and they'll have kids and they'll have kids, like termites. They just keep multiplying. R. Smith, you're too funny. I'm just asking a question. That's all. I was just asking a question. Well, I mean, hmm, okay. While the house is on fire, in a sense, or the palace. She ain't too out of sight, just doing all the other crazy stuff. Hey, hey, Hilda. Nanu, nanu. It's just nice to know that there'll be some in the line of succession that will have very English American accents to those that are in the UK. You know what I'm saying? Ah, boy. Yeah, C-Mac, they got to get it together. I don't know. But anyway, that's the stuff I just want to talk about. And here it's been almost an hour just going over that security, which is just mind blowing to me. But those medals, I mean, what do they mean? Nothing, really. See, it's all of this karma is really just the blowback of you never protected Megan. You never protected her. In fact, let me do this. Let me do my little disclaimer. I'm going to turn the music down some. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for the fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Okay, so I wanted to play this, and I'm just going to turn that down some more. If these words aren't true.
But that they were willing to lie to protect other members of the family, but they weren't willing to tell the truth to protect me and my husband.
I'll play it one more time.
But that they were willing to lie to protect other members of the family, but they weren't willing to tell the truth to protect me and my husband.
Okay. Hopefully y'all could hear that. Let me just kind of catch up to you all. Let me see, where am I? Yeah. I don't feel bad for her. She allows whomever to rule versus this is family. All are protected. All are protected regardless of whom they marry. So all are protected, all are loved, all are cared for. And we just go from there. So hello, hello, hello to everybody. Um, exactly. How sad is it? But it's obvious to the rest of us. Oh, Beverly, you're not late. You know how I feel about that. You're not late. Oh, well, you just wait. It's coming your way. Hee hee. It's coming your way. So, I think Harry knows they are. He knows how it works behind the scenes. He knows, excuse me, the going ons. He knows. So, yeah. Yeah, she would have exactly. She had the queen spoke up on, not for the press not to speak against, Boris's at the time girlfriend, who's now the wife, but yeah. I'm trying to behave. I'm trying to behave. I don't want to get riled up. Yes, he does. Exactly. He needs protection. Well, it's just for this simplest standpoint of he's always been a target from the moment he was born. He's the son of the heir to the throne, the grandson of the current monarchy. There's always been a high risk around them, and there's always been security around them. And then you wait until he hits the age where he says, I'm in love, I'm gonna marry, and you don't care for who he's marrying, but you put on the airs that you are happy about it. But yeah, karma, man, it's gonna get them all over there. Uh, Lord of mercy. Hi, 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 hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello. I'm just kind of moving quickly through to catch up with the chat. You all, I'm sure it's flying on the other side. Oh, thank you. Yes, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. It's quite a few in here, at least get it to 100. Appreciate you all. Hey, Vesper, how are you? Never late. That's true. You're here, and that's the key. Mm, well, that could be true, Jay. That's true. Which makes her even shadier than ever. Those pictures we see. I did see a picture this morning on Twitter that I cried. It was, but not showing it here. I'm going to take that stance like y'all did yesterday, and you didn't want to see the fancy red dress or whatever. So be happy, Church Nelly. It's a lot out here. Like even when I took the puppy out not even an hour ago, and I can't even. Actually, it was just over an hour ago because it was before the live started, and I can't even see our tracks outside. So that'll tell you how the sleet and the snow and all that stuff. Hey, Modest Moon Gazer, how are you? With the fancy name up there. I know, I know. Yeah, they should actually they should go into the country in stealth. They do move in stealth. And just go in, come out, whatever they need to do. If it's family, he needs to see the Spencers because he seems to be, in contact and close enough to them. They can come in and out, stay somewhere where, your security can keep you safe and go about business that way. So, yeah. It's like 12:17 and you're about to eat, well, I mean, you're probably already eating your breakfast, aka lunch, brunch. What do they get paid? I thought it was just that they cover their allowances, you know, um the travel's paid for. Well, usually the country that asks them to come if they're doing a tour, I think takes care of that. Um, wardrobe, especially for the women, has to be because usually the men wear the same boring suits. But yes, Nelly, she's gone all fancy on us. Okay, Marie, what are you gonna have for supper? Look. Exactly, Anna. Do you, Beverly? You really think that? But then why hide that? Like it's supposed to be under lock and key for what, 99 years or something? I don't see that happening. And they would leak that. I think that piece would have been leaked if it had been left to Harry. Yeah, no doubt about it. Oh, are there any in here? Are there any in here right now? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Maybe I should go out and make a snow angel. Yeah, that'll happen. Never. But is it really paying their bills now? Is it really paying bills? And excuse me if you hear in the background, my husband's in the other room on the speaker. So hopefully they don't say something off the wall. But yeah, it's going to be quite interesting. Oh boy. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna need one after this, but let me see. Yep, very much so. So someone gave him a heads up. That's interesting. Yeah, isn't it interesting? But, you know, of course, the golden child will always be protected. Harry, he knows where he is. He's comfortable in his skin. He's got his wife, children. Um, would love to be a fly to hear true feelings, because it probably lines closer to how we are feeling, like mystified by that all. But anyway. Uh, oh, that's so sweet, Anna. She needs that boost of confidence. And I'm glad to know that others are watching. Faye, we're slowly she I think you're still working on your watch hours, right, Faye? So just have to help her along by watching some of her content. Yep, they are, Nutty Professor. Hey, defrauding, how are you? Woo, 15 minutes still. How come I can't get beyond that 15-minute window? Yeah, well, they can banish their own selves. Let them excommunicate themselves. I think it's a joke. Anybody ahead of a church, country, whatever. I mean, the two just don't line. There's supposed to be a separation of church and state, supposedly. I know that's like U.S. Constitution, but I mean, even the Bible kind of, you can't have two masters. Just saying. Hmm. Well, he can do no wrong. Hello, how are you? She reviews everything. Her, you know, none of her children could. And when she had that horrible year when what, three of them divorced? I'm just saying, good old Edward stays out of the limelight for the most part, but yeah. And as he should, because it's probably dirt on him too. Exactly. They'll never be satisfied. He needs to just fight for what's right. Having protection, armed protection when he's in the UK, whether for business or he's just bringing the family in. Um, yeah, that should be allotted to him, especially when he's going to pay it himself. And his will also have his own security as another layer. Yeah, whatever. And see, if they really did do a background on her, they should know that she never would be one to just allow the lies to continue. I mean, mind you, she didn't even know what was going on because she probably wasn't reading anything or the papers, and her friends is only when they really started saying, "Hey, this isn't really, they are not looking out for you. Like you need to be aware of this." So, she's enjoying this holiday weekend. She's been drinking it up, I'm telling you. You're probably right, Hannah. You're probably right. Um, all reports have always been that Charles wanted to have a slim down, but whatever. I just kicked off the live with the security piece, but we can, rotate somewhere else and go into another discussion. Okay, Sylvia, I know you probably already long gone, but thank you. Be well. Please get some rest and all that stuff. Oh, you're leaving church on Facebook. Okay. I don't know if that means you're here. I guess so. Well, we all feel that way, Joseph. I mean, that's why most of us took interest in the family and they enjoyed some of that, goodwill and rah rah type stuff. And then as the onion started being peeled, our eyes were burning and we were like, what the heck? Yeah, so yep. Mhm. Well, they're gonna have to answer now. It's known that this is happening, and there's a review that is taking place. So yeah, it's gonna get quite interesting. All right, so what's on everybody else's mind? I know not everybody wants to talk about this. Is it moving fast? Because on my side in StreamYard, it's not moving as fast. I can only imagine. Is it like zipping by or something? You're saying it's on fire. See what happens defrauding when it's a snow day? Although it's not snow in all areas, but here it is. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I don't. I should cook something, but this type of weather, I'm like, I'm not trying to cook anything. I wish we had gotten something that could go for some pulled pork, but barbecue pulled pork, that would have been yummy. But 'tis life. Yep. 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 And we love it between her and Church Nelly. Yeah, man. Whew. Will just keep us on our toes for sure. For sure. Hello. 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 I feel like that was my little rap to y'all. Oh my. Hmm. Lord, can you imagine? Because they just have to spend money somewhere, right? You're getting paid to be somebody's spouse. Oh, okay, you're getting paid because you are this child of this person. Mm. Special. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that was taken. Like, it's even hard to put into words to know that they really want harm to come to you. So, F the bots that are trying to change the whole thank you, trying to change the dynamic and all that other stuff, but yeah, it's just yeah. Well, when you have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, I mean, one is almost 100 years old. She was raised, it's in her bones. So she instilled that into her children, that they're better than everybody else. And it's like, and sadly, then there's a country that believes they are, and oh, we curtsy and we bow and all. Whatever. They're gangsters. So, exactly. You always had those people. Oh, didn't you research? Didn't you do any Google or what does that tell you about anybody? Google are words on a screen. The only way you really know who somebody is when you're around them and you see when that mask comes off. She has seen the mask come off. Meanwhile, has to keep curtsying in private and all that bull crap. And the people up there, they smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place, the backstabbers. See, I'm not going to sing it. I'll just do it that way. Those of you who know that song, yes, okay. And they are a family of backstabbers. That's my feeling. Whatever. I can't with him. No, 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 no. Mm-mm-mm. Kathy G, no snow in South Florida. Okay, thank you for that. Oh my gosh. Lord of mercy. Yeah, I'm not even mentioning that one. Nope, 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 nope. I'm sure this one will get flagged for questionable language or whatever, whatever. I don't give a fuck. That's how I was, Joyce. I mean, woke up, watched her wedding, and here we are. It was like that fairy tale they talk about. Here she comes into this cathedral in this gown and all this other stuff. I barely opened two eyes, I think, to watch Space's wedding because it just was like, yeah, it's just a typical boring thing. It was, yeah, when a certain couple truly let it be known that they were dating in September 2017 at Invictus Games in Canada. That's when my interest went whoop right through the roof. So, and 2 months later, there was an engagement announcement. Yeah, that is true, Lydia. I don't think anybody's ever asked him that. Oh, I would love to see the expression on his face. I mean, Oprah, I don't know if she even did that. Although I think there was something, well, in the engagement interview, did you know anything about her? And he was like, he had never heard of her before. And I think he did say something. Um, I would have to go look at it again to see if he did look up or Google her or whatever, but that still doesn't tell you who that person is. It's just words on the screen. Good. It's a good song. Yes, they are. They're more deadlier than a black mamba, and we all know that's like the deadliest snake, if I'm right, on this planet. They're worse than a black mamba's. Okay. All right. I think I'm catching up to you all. Ooh, and I just realized the tunes tuckered out too. So we're just gonna throw this on, and maybe that'll be a little bit more, a little different beat, and then okay. I thought he did, and I wasn't sure. Didn't want to put words in his mouth, but yeah. But even that doesn't say who they are. I mean, yeah, we could all Google QB2. We're only going to read the PR that's out there. I don't know who does these wiki pages for these for each person, but yeah, the crap that they put on there. Yeah, it shows how dumb they are if they were worried about the pigment of children's skin. I don't know. I just kind of whatever. hmm And that's all good. Some people try to make that out to be a bad thing. Au contraire. If you're known, sometimes that is not a good thing. Oh, and I saw a picture of of Space's sister-in-law. Woo, child. And she's younger than the one that just turned 40. Mm, sad. Well, then that's a good point, breaking point for me to say goodbye. I know all of you have to do your double duty, but anyone in the chat, anybody have anything else you want to chat up about? If not, it's nearly lunchtime and I've held your attention yapping and going off the rails a little bit about the security. So the Sunday service chat is kind of like, turned into a little bit of Sussex Saturday 2.0. And I'm glad she did. They were going to try to break them up beforehand or whatever, as if that was going to happen. As if that was going to happen. All right. Who's pretending to be a squatty? Is there something I missed? I mean, sometimes I catch comments, but I'm not sure how to take it, but whatever. Trolls can pretend, but eventually we all find out just where they land, too. You know what I mean? Well, thank you all. Hello, hello, hello. I'm glad that that's true. We have to continue to pray for them, pray for all of us. Um, yeah, those are some true words right there. And more so when we think of them leaving the country, so to speak. So, yeah. Oh, wow. Really? Oh, Lord, I can't. Well, I think there's going to be a safe word that you all should know if you see me or see my name in another location anywhere. More than likely, it is pretty much not me because, I don't go everywhere. And although I like to cut up on some of the chats, like Royal Sussex, sometimes, Duchess of Success, I try not to make myself known all the time, just to let them have their moments, just like they may hang out most of the time in the clouds on mine because they don't, yeah. So if I drop down, then you know that it's me. But that's sad that Lydia that you have to deal with that. That's pretty bad. All right. If no one else has anything else, well, yeah, but they don't really talk about that except it was in that Lifetime movie. But you know how that is. That's all for TV. That's pretty sad if they are going by the names and then trolling within, trying to mess it up for people who are supporters. And yeah, that's just pathetic. I hopefully YouTube gets better with it and start shutting that stuff down. Start shutting it down. But hi, Connie, how are you? All right. Let's see. Fancy, Patty. Oh, it's going to. It will. Have no doubt about it, Patty. Hopefully it got reported. But you also probably need to reach out to them via support. And if you have, screenshot and all that, I mean, just to say that it's not you, because they'll probably try to get you that way. Until you look at their mom, and then they'll be treated else differently. So, it is what it is. Yeah, I that kind of floors me a little bit that that happened. Oh, thank you. You too. Hopefully, if you're on, I'll catch your live. I'm gonna go out into the living room, and my husband lit the fireplace, so I'm gonna go sit out there. I guess figure out something for dinner, lunch, and hope for calm across this globe. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. So there you go, Joseph. One drop. All right, everyone. You all have a wonderful and blessed afternoon. Please be safe. And you know how I always say wear a mask. Take care, everybody. Bye.